Are you guys a couple?
Well, T, that's my girl, my friend, my family.
Do you have...
That's my love, my soldier, my life. She my everything, and I trust her.
Because you bought her a Bentley truck.
Yes.
So the implication is that's your girlfriend.
She my life.
Do you recall, honey, how not too long ago Tamar blocked her sister Toni on social media? It was not until she tried to tag Tamar on her birthday that Toni realized she was barred. Insiders claim that Tamar had also been disseminating various forms of defamation against her sister, indicating that much more was happening behind the scenes. It was also claimed to have a direct connection to Birdman.
Are you guys a couple?
Well, T, that's my girl, my friend, my family.
Do you have...
That's my love, my soldier, my life. She my everything, and I trust her.
Because you bought her a Bentley truck.
Yes.
So the implication is that's your girlfriend.
She my life.
It was not that they were in love, but there were stories going around town that Toni might have pursued Birdman because she is Baroque through marriage and divorce. It is also believed that Tamar has been subtly advancing this plot. Is this her way of taking revenge on her sister for their recent conflict? Let us look into it. As everyone knows, Braxton's situation has been very tumultuous, and their antics, especially those involving Tamar, have only gotten worse in recent months. Tamar had a breakdown and made several divisive posts on her previous site, blaming her family for being toxic before deleting her social media accounts. In her since-deleted remarks regarding her ex, she stated, "Y'all have no idea. None. The gaslighting is crazy. And I'm going back into treatment. OMG. I just pray that my marriage can be saved and my life can be spared. My family is awful." She also said in a different post, "I'm so mad at my life. My family is toxic. I should have never gone back to BFV." Tamar recently disclosed that she was asked to be Tawanda's maid of honor in the next season of The Braxtons, but she acknowledged that she did not think the invitation was genuine. She revealed that she essentially only received a text a week prior to the wedding asking if she could accept the job, and that she was not informed of any details or invited to the bridal shower. Because of the ongoing friction with Tawanda's now husband, who Tamar claims has spoken to her and fan drama, Tamar pointed out that Tawanda had Toni and Trina fully involved in the process, making them feel welcomed while she felt excluded and chose not to attend the wedding. Well, we are aware that her relationship with Tawanda has likely not been the finest, but Toni? I honestly believed they were cool, but evidently not. According to rumors, they have been having problems since last year, and Toni did not find out until Tamar's most recent birthday, when she discovered she had been barred. Toni revealed that when she wrote, her sister might have blocked her. "I wanted to repost that gorgeous picture of you, but I'm blocked again? Anyway, happy birthday, Tay." On the other hand, Tamar said that was pure gaslighting because Toni could have just called her. Tamar later posted screenshots of a text message between her and her sister in her Instagram story that showed them trying to pinpoint which city the other was located in just a day prior. Guys, I am not sure how or when the argument with Toni began, but rumors have it that Tamar has been discussing her sister and claiming that she just married Birdman to get his money. Regarding the relationship with Birdman, both Toni and Birdman discussed the prospect of marriage when they first started dating, but the wedding never took place. Additionally, Toni claimed that job obligations were the reason they kept delaying the date, but that was complete bullshit. She had the option to wed the man if she so desired. Recall that Toni claimed she left her $1 million engagement diamond in her checked luggage and that a parent thief stole it shortly after. Additionally, the entire incident was really suspicious. Before we knew it, the two had split up in 2019. Additionally, Birdman removed all of Toni's photos from his Instagram account after writing a single mysterious over caption. Toni, however, shared a photo of herself wearing a red gown and remarked in the caption, "Starting a new chapter isn't always an easy choice, but always choose to be chosen. Cheers to a new year." But the two then appeared to reconcile weeks later after reuniting on stage during Toni's tour stop in Atlanta, Georgia at the Fox Theater. But then in December 2023, Toni shut down marriage rumors writing, #fake news. "My dear friend at Birdman and I are not married, never been married. We are both single." But then in a rather shocking turn of events, we found out this year that they actually got married then separated after 48 hours. In court documents, I got my hands on Toni and Birdman used only their initials TB and BW. And while they probably hoped the details would remain a secret, it didn't take much to realize that the documents were about Toni and Birdman. Now, based on court documents, Toni and Birdman secretly married on August 8th, and it says there that they separated on August 10th. Then Toni filed for divorce 2 weeks later, and in the docs, Toni and her attorney called the marriage irretrievably broken. Well, here's another plot twist to the situation. Yes, they separated just 2 days after getting married, but Toni dismissed the divorce petition in January 2025, and Birdman signed off on that too. Therefore, they are still legally married as of right now. Regarding whether they are a happy couple, I am not sure. However, the rumors and indications point to the possible end of Toni Braxton and Birdman's relationship, regardless of their marriage's legal status. Both have deleted pictures of themselves from their Instagram accounts, and neither has been spotted wearing wedding bands. Strange, isn't it? In any case, some began to speculate that Toni married Birdman solely for financial gain in light of this. Not surprisingly, considering her financial circumstances over the past few years. Toni is undoubtedly one of the most successful female R&B performers of all time. Before signing on for her solo album, Toni Braxton, which was released in 1993, she began singing with her sisters and the Braxtons in the late 1980s, and it became an immediate hit, selling 10 million copies and reaching the top of the Billboard 200. The album was produced by Antonio L.A. and Babyface, and its standout songs, Breathe Again and Another Sad Love Song, contributed to its success. Toni then released Secrets, another popular album that featured the hit song Unbreak My Heart, to follow up her debut. The track was one of the best-selling singles ever, selling 10 million copies worldwide. Her most recent album was published in 2020, but she has recorded 9 studio albums, all of which have been fairly successful. However, many have been surprised to learn that, in spite of all of her accomplishments, although included bringing in over $170 million for her record business through album sales, Toni Braxton repeatedly declared bankruptcy. She was making millions for her record label, Aristella Face, but her earnings per album were less than 35 cents. She even filed a lawsuit against her label, and in January 1998, 8 weeks after filing the lawsuit against the label, Toni also filed for bankruptcy. Then later, she revealed that she declared bankruptcy due to recording contract issues that amounted to her receiving less than $2,000 in royalties and having to reimburse her record label for clothes, travel, studio time, and music video costs. Her situation was so bad that at one point, Toni was accused of fraudulently transferring $53,490 to her husband, Carrie Lewis, in order to avoid paying back creditors in her bankruptcy case. Around this time, she did that interview with Oprah, and although she believed it would help people understand her financial predicament, Toni Braxton found the interview to be extremely degrading and humiliating because he believed Oprah was judgmental, patronizing, and uncaring.
Welcome, Toni Braxton!
She was so freaking mean to me. I was in shock.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%.
100%. I couldn't believe it because I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. And she pretty much reprimanded me.
I read that you were upset about stories that your overspending caused this.
She says to me, I hear you have Gucci flatware. I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it. What do you mean? And immediately, she made me feel this big. That moment completely changed my career. It made people look down on me.
To make matters worse, Toni declared bankruptcy once more in 2010. This time, however, it was because she had to terminate her lucrative contract in Las Vegas after being diagnosed with microvascular angina and later lupus.
Like a lot of people don't understand, my second bankruptcy was because I was sick. I have lupus, and my show in Vegas got canceled.
And the insurance wouldn't cover it.
The insurance didn't cover it, so I had to pay myself.
Right.
And
That's a lot. That was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money to put up a show. People don't understand us. If you see a concert, you see the lights, you see the band on stage, the artist pays for all that. the hotel rooms, the salary. So then you have nothing left over.
Other than this, she was also having issues in 2019 when the Internal Revenue Service filed a first lien against her on December 4th. The lien stated that Toni owed a total of $300,252.99 in back taxes for 2017. Days later, the state of California Franchise Tax Board also hit her with a tax lien of their own, over $116,154.64 from money owed, bringing the total to nearly $500,000 in back taxes. The hardest part is that Toni had to bear the weight of her whole family while she was going through all of this. She even frequently discussed how she was the one who had to handle things while her other sisters did not do a single thing.
My sister Tracy is the one who said to me, Toni, you know, when you make it, you can help us come on. So I always try to abide that. But the responsibility of it is so heavy for me. I feel I can never live my life, and I never used to say it. I never used to say anything to anybody, but since we've been doing this show, I've been saying it. Mommy and Daddy's divorced, and a divorced mom pretty much got nothing. I'm not gonna leave my mom by herself. So I'm gonna make sure my mother's taken care of. None of my siblings have helped me take care of my mother to make sure she was okay, except for Tamar. No one said,
This is before Vince.
Before Vince, Mommy's car insurance is due. Let's help Toni with Mommy car insurance.
Or Mommy needs a car.
Therefore, it actually made sense to many that Toni would marry Birdman for the money. And I can see why people could assume such things. Why Tamar would supposedly be supporting the story is beyond me. Does she truly have such a poor connection with her sister? Birdman is not interested in any of it, from what I have heard. There are also rumors that he checked Tamar. In all honesty, though, I believe the Braxtons would stop at nothing to remain relevant as the upcoming season of their program approaches. But in the comments area below, tell me if you believe that all of this drama is necessary.